type of altercation between the male, the 35-year-old male who was shot, and another male, and then the shooting subsequently occurred. At this time, the shooter was detained around the block. He waited for officers. A weapon was recovered. Again, preliminary information is there was some type of altercation. The shooter had stated that he felt threatened, feared for his life, and fired. So at this time, it's very early on. It's still preliminary information. It's still an active investigation. So at this time, we can't say if he will be facing any charges because it's very early on in the investigation. The 35-year-old male who was shot was transported, where he subsequently passed away from his injuries a little bit before 11. So again, it's very early on in the investigation. Again, this started as some type of disturbance. The shooter says that he felt threatened, fired in, possibly in self-defense. The male victim, ultimately passed away. So at this time, it's very early on in the investigation, and we don't know if any charges, if any, will be filed. It's still very early on.
Was the victim somebody that is known to be, like, they're regular here, are they an employee here, or just a customer that was here?
Without him positively being identified,
Okay.
I can't say for sure if he's known. We ultimately have to notify his family and get a positive ID to definitively say that we know them. But yeah.
So it's safe to say they didn't know each other at all.
I don't believe they knew each other.
So the suspect got in his vehicle down the way? Was he just
Yes.
down here at the corner store just doing his, I guess, shopping?
I believe, yes, he was inside and came out, and that's when the confrontation happened. He did get inside his vehicle, and he drove just around the block and waited for officers. And officers did peacefully detained him. And again, he will be questioned. A weapon was recovered.
And he's been fully cooperative?
Yes.
Any idea this could be aggressive panhandling or anything like that? I don't know, because this is close to a camp. Sometimes there's issues. Anything in relation to this?
I haven't confirmed that yet, but if we receive any more updates or anything like that, we'll certainly add that. Again, all I know is the preliminary information is that the shooter said he felt threatened, fired in self-defense, and so it's still under investigation.
That's all for me.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah.